higher for yourself if that works for you. And then let's just try to stop fidgeting like I'm doing and lengthen your breath a bit. Just quiet down. Not think about anything. Breathing in and out. Mouth closed through the nostrils. A few more breaths here. Notice with your exhalation if you can possibly release any tension you may or may not be aware of in the body. Think about maybe the inhalation. You can think about breathing in ease, exhaling tension. Breathing in ease, exhaling tension. And then very gently, just use your hands to turn your head so that your opposite cheek is laying on the props. Same thing. Relax your shoulders, relax your hands. Breathe in ease, exhale tension. Breathe in ease, exhale tension. And then gently use your hands to just rise up a little bit. And then you're going to scoot yourself back like a little crab. Scoot yourself back. And then you're going to come back down to a regular child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. And you're going to lay your forehead, place your forehead on the prop, the setup. And once again, if you need to lower it or heighten it, you can always use your blanket, fold it over. There's so many ways to make these poses available to us. So your forehead is on the setup and your arms are on either side. Your palms can be placed down. If you feel like you want to be a little more grounded, if you want to receive the energy in your room, in your environment, then flip your palms up. Couple more breaths here. Still thinking about breathing in ease, exhaling tension. Breathing in ease, exhaling tension. Beautiful, and then come on up. Sit on your bum. Have your props. We're going to use these props for the next few minutes. We're going to take our legs so that we're eventually going to lengthen them on either side. But right now, let's start with our knees bent and our feet flat. Just on either side of the props. And then let's just take our arms out in front of us. Long, tall spine. So it might feel a little awkward, palms facing each other. And then you're just gonna reach forward, like you're just reaching past, you may or may not go past the props. Try to keep the knees and the thighs so that they're parallel. Don't let them flay out like this. It's not easy to breathe like this. And then come on back. Bring your hands behind you. You're either on your fingertips or your palms. Roll your shoulders back and down. Once again, look at your knees. You want them so that they're nice and parallel. Roll the shoulders back and down and gaze up. Beautiful. And then come back down. Now, just see if you could take one leg and straighten it out. So it's on, each leg is on either side of the props. So you're kind of at a V. See if you could do that. Beautiful. And then take the hand of the bent knee, my leg that happens to be straight is my right one. So take the opposite arm behind you. And then go ahead and take your other arm. You're going to twist to the bent knee. That's what I'm trying to get at. You're going to twist and hold yourself up with the back arm. Right? Draw the belly in. Working the torso. Drop the shoulders. I realize my back is towards you, but I'll face you soon. And then come back to center towards your props. Rebend that other knee. Take the hands behind. Draw the shoulders back and down. Gaze up. Draw the belly in. Beautiful. And then come forward. This time to straighten the other leg that you hadn't done. Straighten that leg. So the bent knee, take the hand behind. Use it to lengthen the spine. Right? We're not rounding. Try not to let this knee flail out. So we're actively using our muscles. And then take your other arm around to give yourself a little twist. You can just hold on to that knee. Drop the shoulders. Gently gaze, if you can, without cranking on your neck. Out, over. Let your gaze just be over towards the side that you're twisting on. In case you're twisting opposite of me, and that's okay. You're smart. You'll get it. Good. And then come back in. Now see if you could straighten both legs. And you might have to scoot back a little bit. Your legs are going to be at a slight wider width than just straight forward, right? Draw the belly in, draw the spine up. Flex the feet. Press the thighs down. Yeah. And then take the arms back up in front of you, palms facing each other, and try to reach out over those feet. You might not even get close to the feet. It's okay. Press the thighs down. Yep. Keep going. Draw the belly in. And then come back. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to stay right here. We're going to practice Paschimottanasana, forward fold, which is what we're getting to, but we're going to use our props. So, depending how far down you can get with your forward fold, you're going to use your props to help you, right? I want you to attempt, without, of course, harming yourself, to bring your forehead to your props. So I've got my blocks stacked, another one stacked on top. I used to be able to get down a little bit lower, but I'm not going to pretend I'm in my 30s or 40s. Then I'm stacking my blanket, or you can drape it over. I know it seems like a lot of work using props, and it is. One of my teachers said it's like packing for a vacation, and then maybe when you unpack, you arrive. So, see if you can fold on to the props If you need to put a slight bend in your knee, then do so, because it's a really deep stretch in the hamstring behind the knee and the calf. See if you can stack up to get your forehead, and then go ahead and reach your arms out. You can hold on to your knees, your thighs, outside of your calves. Maybe you can grab your feet. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Try to get the breath in and out of the lungs. Beautiful, and then come up. Place your blocks on the side and your blanket. Grab your strap. Come back to Paschimottanasana. This time the legs are a little bit closer, right? Parallel, feet are flexed. Lasso your arches. If you need to keep a slight bend in the knee, please do so. And sit up tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. You have a long spine. Feet are a little bit apart and try to spread your toes. Sit up tall. What's nice about using the strap is that you can draw your feet towards you, yet have a little tension so you can push on the strap. Good. 2 more breaths here. Sit up tall. Press the legs down. And then I want you to wheedle those hands up the strap as far as you can. Be mindful of your back and stretch forward. Once again, if you'd like a slight bend in the knee, then practice that. And then maybe you can take those hands a little bit closer towards the feet. You can continue holding on to the strap or reach for the feet. Round the head and the shoulders down. And then come on up. And then let's bring the soles of our feet together. But let's keep the heels away from us. So it's an extended, I call it, cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. It's funny, Carolyn, as we were talking about, the cobbler's children have no shoes. And then once again, take your arms out, but draw your shoulders back, palms are facing each other. And just start to stretch forward. You're not going down, you're just stretching forward. Right? You're just extending that spine. Keep extending forward. Try not to bounce. Keep breathing. You're up and you're reaching for that prize, which is your health. And then drop down and round down. And then come on up and then scoot the heels towards your groin so that we're in traditional cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. As close as you can. Hold on to your ankles or your feet and rock a little side to side. Yes, sirree. Right? Hopefully this feels good. And then let's come to a cross-legged Sukhasana, seated posture, and put your dominant leg in front, if you can, if you will. Sit up tall. Good. And then let's practice some Sufi rolls, which are basically, let's move to the right, and then the center, we're rolling in a circle, and the left, and back. You might actually fall backwards a little. So go round in a circle about 5 or 6 times. You can get the shoulders into it. Yeah. When my back is bothering me, this feels kind of nice. And then switch sides. Switch sides. And one more time. Beautiful. Look at your legs. Switch the crossing. Should be your dominant side now. One more forward fold. So hands come out. And we're just crawling them out, stretching them out. Long, long, long. So we're always thinking about lengthening the spine. And then allow yourself to fold down. Relax the head and neck. Walk your hands up. Slight twist to the right. So right hand goes behind, left hand on the outside of the knee. Same thing that we just did, gentle spinal twist. Drop the shoulders. And come to center, switch sides. Good, and then let's come back down to our belly. Right? So, let's just come to Sphinx, elbows underneath the shoulders, hands are pressing down, arms are pressing down, fingers are spread. And your pelvis is a little bit tucked, right, to protect the low back. And you're just pressing up from the forearms, and the shoulders roll back and down. And you're just gazing straight ahead, neck is long. Couple breaths here in Sphinx. If you can, bring the tops of the feet down. I know sometimes some of us, our toes are tucked under. There's nothing wrong with that. But see if you can desensitize the top of those feet. Plus, it's good work for the ankles. And then stack your hands, come down, bring your forehead to the hands, shake your booty side to side, really. Let it rock and roll. And then bring the knees up and flutter kick. And then drop the feet. Good. And then so we're going to practice a little bit of low cobra and a little bit of locust. So forehead comes to the mat, hands come down towards the chest, sides of the chest. And on an inhale, come on up. Not high. Squeeze the back of the shoulder blades, working the back. And then come down, turn your cheek to one side. Forehead to the mat. Again, here we go. Bhujangasana, low cobra. If you'd like to really add a little challenge, bring the hands up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw the sternum up. See if you can practice it for a few more breaths. You can always come down at your convenience. And then come down, turn your cheek to the opposite side. Forehead to the mat. This time, if you'd like to add some more challenge, when you come up, inhale, draw up, continue your inhale and exhalations. You can bring your hands up. You can bring them out to the side. But try to keep that sternum up and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Yeah. Couple more breaths here. Beautiful. Come down, stack your hands, shake your booty if you like, flutter kick the feet, and we're going to move into locust, salabhasana. Boy, if anybody has watched the Olympics, those ski jumpers, both men and women, they're just amazing. Crazy. Okay, forehead to the mat. Arms come back. Palms are facing our body. And we're simply going to raise up. Once again, you're drawing the shoulders back. You're squeezing the shoulder blades. Your palms are facing your body. Bring your hands up a little bit if you want. And the neck is long, so your gaze is somewhere out in front of you. Couple more breaths. Come down, turn your cheek to one side, relax your shoulders. Good. We'll practice that 2 more times with some variations. Just warming up different parts of our body. Forehead to the mat. This time you can continue with what we just practiced, or you could take your hands, clasp them behind you, right? A little more challenging. Here we go. Inhale, come up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look, gaze in front of you. See if you can garner a few more breaths here. Use your strength. Your breath. Beautiful. And come down, turn your cheek to one side. Relax your shoulders. And last locust, Salabhasana. Now, you may practice number 1, you remember, right? Number 2, clasping hands. And number 3, choices, you can raise your feet up as long as your legs stay long. And you can also have your arms out or forward. This is a little more difficult, arms forward. So just know that. Here we go. Forehead to the mat, you decide. Inhale, come up. Your feet can come up if you'd like. Brings a little more power. Use the breath. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. See if you can take it here. 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Stack your hands. Come down. Forehead on the hand. Shake your booty side to side. Flutter, kick your feet. And bring your legs down. Couple breaths here. And then let's come up to all 4. Let's practice some cat-cows, right? You know what you're doing. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and inhale, draw up the sternum. Exhale, push the mid back, drop the tailbone. So practice these with the cadence of your own breath. If you want to hold it a little longer, please do so. Cat-cow. You can also take the hips back. Yeah. And then after you finish the cat-cows, let's practice some core work, torso stuff we've been working on, strengthening, right? We're going to do some more of that later. Let's just take the right arm up and the left leg back. Draw the foot up, toes are pointing down. Draw up from that left arm so you're not sinking in the shoulder. Neck is long. Here we go. Can you practice 5 or 6 breaths here? If not, come down. Beautiful. Come back, switch sides. Left arm, right leg comes up. Push up out of that right arm. Draw your belly in, right? This is so good for your bone density, for strengthening, for balance. 2 more breaths. Come down, take a child's pose. Arms can draw back by your feet. Mm-hmm. And again, come up to tabletop. Let's do this again. Right arm out, left leg back, left leg comes up. Think about being long and drawing that torso, drawing the belly in, the belly button going to the back of the spine, lengthening the torso. Oof. Energy shooting out the heel and the fingertips. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Here we go. Couple more breaths. You could do it. And then tuck your toes under. Draw your hips up and back. And guess where we're going? Down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So take your feet as wide as the mat. Maybe take your hands as wide. And turn your hands out a little bit, protect the wrist. And let's paddle out the legs. Bend one knee, lengthen the other leg. And vice versa. You sound like Mario Brothers, vice versa. And then once you've stretched out those legs, maybe bring your feet a little bit closer together. Hips width. Let your head drop between the arms. Imagine your heels floating down towards the mat. Couple more breaths. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Breathe in with ease. Exhale, tension. And then walk the hands and feet together. Take the feet wide, bend the knees. Drop over like a rag doll. Hang here. If you feel like it's okay with your body, see if you can lengthen the legs. Take the hips up. Draw the torso towards the thighs. Draw the belly in. Drop the shoulders away from the earlobes. Release the arms. Bend the knees. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Woo! Yay! And here we are. Okay. I know it's a warm day, but let's practice 3 half sun salutations, right? Yeah, have your water by you. I see Ed slugging some water. That's a good idea. I'm going to grab some also. So here we go. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Knees can be slightly bent or not. Draw up halfway, lengthen that spine. Fold forward. And then draw all the way up, reach up, and bring your hands to your heart center. Full body movement. Here we go. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Draw up halfway, lengthen. Fold forward again. Draw the arms all the way up and bring your hands to your heart center. Third round. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Draw up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. And then draw those arms all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart center. Beautiful. So let's find our blocks. Have them behind us, or you could have a chair here. We're going to practice our triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. And then we're going to move into half moon, right? Ardha Chandrasana. So we're going to use the blocks to move into half moon. So we haven't practiced that in a while, but we are going to practice it today. And then we're also going to practice, you have to remember all this, of course, just leading you where we're going. We're going to practice while we're in Trikonasana. We're going to practice using our core work and bringing that arm over like we did last week, right? And staying open. So here we go, standing in the middle of our blocks. Blocks are behind us. Separate the feet. Turn the left foot in, right foot out. Chest is towards, just like you're getting into warrior two, but we're not. So how we kind of remain open in this triangle pose, the magic is in the back leg, pressing into the back leg, okay? Don't worry about getting down so far. Think about staying open, okay? So arms come out to a T, and as if I'm karate chopping your left side, I want you to reach. I don't want you to go down yet. Keep the chest open. Just reach. Keep reaching. Press into the back leg. Press into the back leg. Good. And then go ahead and either bring your left hand on the shin or take your block and place it behind your shin, next to your shin. Place that hand there. Open up. Keep the neck long, in other words, neutral, and bring that other arm up. Press into the back leg to open up. There we go. If you want to come a little higher, it might be a little more beneficial to stay open, right? And then as we feel comfortable in these poses, stay here, keep breathing. We can get a little lower. You can take your block and lower it down a bit. If you could stay open, right? That's the trick. Press into the back leg. And come on up. Bring the hands in, parallel the feet. Good. And then let's move the other side. Turn that left foot in, right foot out. Chest is open, legs are straight. Press into the back leg. Open up the arms and start to stretch forward, right? To that right side. Keep the chest open. Don't go down yet. Keep moving until you can't move anymore. Then find either your leg or the block, which should be right next to your shin, and then take that left hand on your hip. Make sure the neck isn't hanging down like I just have my head, and bring that arm up, stacking your shoulders. Press into the back leg. Good, you're in Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Couple more breaths. Good, and come up. Bring the hands in, parallel the feet. Let's move to the other side. You're going to have your block and or a chair because we're going to move into the balance pose of half moon, Trikonasana, Ardha Chandrasana. So let's set up as if we're going into triangle pose. So my right foot's going to turn and my left foot's going to turn, right? As if I'm going that way again. But I'm going to reach and I'm going to find my block or maybe a chair right there. And I'm going to set the block so that it's diagonally away from my front foot so I have balance. I'm going to turn that back leg and I'm going to kick that leg up, right? If you want to use both blocks, you can, right? And you're practicing half moon. So, really good balance pose. If you feel like your balance is okay, you can practice the entire pose, which is opening up and get that arm up. For Ardha Chandrasana. Sometimes bending the leg you're standing on helps a little bit. Half moon pose. Beautiful. Now try not to collapse. Bring the hand in. Take the foot back. And guess what? Find Trikonasana one more time. Can you? Pressing into the back leg. Good. Come on up. Woo! Parallel the feet. I know that's not easy, and let's go to the other side. Left foot turns in. Right foot turns out. Chest is open, right? As if we're moving into Trikonasana, but I'm reaching down, finding my chair or my block. Turning that back foot, and then I'm coming on up, balancing with my block. So if you can do this, you're halfway there, more than halfway. And then if you feel comfortable where you are with your balance, you can go ahead and open up, bring your arm up, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Now, very carefully, very gently, bring your hand in, shift your weight, find triangle pose on this side. So it's a transition. Beautiful. Come up. Woo. Parallel the feet. Step or jump the feet together. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Flip your palms and swim backwards. So you can have straight arm or you can have bent arm, because we're always being mindful of what's going on with our body, honoring that, right? Not trying to be anywhere where we shouldn't be. Just be present, be aware. Come back to center. Bring your arms up, hook your thumbs, spread your fingers, reach way up. Keep your chest open as you move to the side. Come back to center, move to the opposite. Back up to center, move to the opposite. And back up, move to the opposite. Come up, bring your hands down. Again, alternate, roll the shoulders back. Keep them loose. And roll them forward. Woo, beautiful. Now, we're going to practice, and I know it's a lot of Trikonasana, but it's really excellent for our core, okay? We're going to practice Trikonasana, but instead of going all the way down, we're going to use our arms, okay? I'll remind you what we did last week if you don't remember. So you don't even need your blocks right now. Standing in Tadasana, separate your feet, not too wide. Let's go that way. So I'm going to go right foot in, other foot, right? You know what you're doing. Straight legs, open up the chest. This time when we bring the arms up, flip the palms. Palms are up. Right? And then start to stretch to your front leg, pressing into the back leg, and then stay here and bring that opposite arm over, like you're reaching, like you have a balloon or a beach ball in between your hands. Try to stay open. It's not easy. Come on, suck that belly in. Couple more breaths here. Not easy. Super good for the trunk. And then come back up. Flip the palms. Bring the hands in. Parallel the feet. Woo! Yeah. Switch sides. Open up the chest. Bring the arms up and out, but you're flipping your palms up. Yeah. Keep that back leg straight and start to shift, reaching to that opposite leg, and then bring that other arm over. Reaching, holding that beach ball. Draw the belly in, not an easy pose. Yeah, a couple more breaths. 2 more breaths. And come up. Woo! Parallel the feet. Step or jump the feet together. Roll the shoulders back. Yeah, keep them juicy. Roll the shoulders forward. And then can we just stand in Tadasana? And then let's bring our arms up, palms facing each other. And then fold your hands so that you're like in a little box, right? You're holding onto your elbows or the crease of your elbow. Stand tall and see if you can raise those arms like this. It's a little bit awkward. And you might just come to here. You might not be able to bring those arms all the way up, like you have a little frame around your head. Allow the body to get long. Try not to crunch your neck. So what happens is you have to reach the arms up. Yeah. So that you're not crunching your neck. And then bring them back down. Release the arms. Shake them out. Once again, roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Good. And then go ahead and just bring your right arm across your body and your left hand on, just not on your joints, right? Just drawing your arm across your chest. Trying to keep the shoulders down. Yeah. And then switch sides. Other arm, gently, always gentle. A little bit of cueing to get that arm over. Good. And then release the arms. Beautiful. And then let's practice some more balance, right? As if that wasn't enough. Because when we go sideways with Trikonasana and we have both arms up, that is balance. You're balancing. You're pressing into the back leg. You're holding, your core is holding up, right? So, a little bit different tree pose today. All right? So, let's see if we can, like Ed had the picture of a real football player today, bend your knee, one knee, press into the straight leg, and just bring that knee up. And try to hold that leg up, flex the foot, and bring the arms up to a football tee, right? Yeah, bent elbows, come on, and then bring them in, and then bring them out. Let's do that 2 more times. If you're falling all over the place, it's okay. I would suggest using a wall and then come down. It's not easy, but these balance poses are really good for our brain. Also synapsing and right, the electrical system is going, whoa, where's my body in space? Okay, other leg. Here we go, standing tall in Tadasana. So remember, it's about the length and strength of the straight leg. Bend the opposite knee and just try to bring that knee up. Any amount. See, I'm falling over there. And then bring the arms up. And then close the arms. Bring the arms out. Close. Bring them out. Whoops. Come on, get back. Close. I'm going to play mad because I'm watching it. Try it again. Bring that leg up. Close the arms. Bring the arms out. Close them again. Bring them out. Come on down. I'm not blaming it on Ed. When I used to go to my own classes, where I went to a classroom, I would often try to be in the front corner of the room, of the row. So nobody would be in front of me because it would allow me to concentrate a little more. Okay, let's practice regular tree pose. Standing, bring one leg up, and you're either gonna place calf, foot on calf, or bring the leg all the way up, inside, gently, controlled. Here we go, breathe. If you really want to work on your balance, you could close your eyes for a minute. Dare you. Bring your arms up. We're in tree pose. Vrksasana. Right? So your hip is turned out. Your foot is pressing against the thigh, thigh against the foot. Bring the arms down and come on down. Other side. Here we go. So, foot on calf or foot all the way up. Wow, I can't stay today either. Let's see. Tree pose. Tree pose. If you slide out like I just did, come again. Come again. Tree pose. And come down. Good. Okay, shake out one leg. Shake out the other. And let's practice a little goddess. Why? Because we can. Separate the feet super wide. Toes roll out, point out, heels come in, right? Now you don't want your bum sticking out. You want to draw it under, draw your belly in, start to bend at the knees and the hips, any amount. So you can stay high. You know, it's important not to, I'm going to go sideways for a minute. It's important not to do this, right? It doesn't matter how low you do. You don't want to do this, and you don't want to round down. You want to stay up and tuck that bum under, okay? If you can. So sometimes it's better to stay up a little. Good, and let's just come down, and then let's come back up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Gentle gliding with mindfulness. 2 more. Try to keep the thighs out, working the ab and abductors. Come on up gently. And then 1 more time. Beautiful, and come on up. Let's add the arms. So we're gonna go down, and we're gonna cross the arms, kind of like a ballerina, and then we're gonna come up and bring them up. Inhale, as you come down, cross the arms. Inhale, come on up, and exhale, come on down. Inhale, come on up, exhale, come on down. Inhale, come up. Last time, exhale, down, stay down. Take your hands on your thighs, draw your sternum up, and then gently roll one shoulder back, drop the other shoulder. Switch sides. You might be able to dip a little farther, maybe not. Maybe your little hips are going, whoa, I've had enough of this today. And 1 more time. Yeah. And then straighten those legs, parallel the feet, step or jump the feet together. Yeah. Standing in Tadasana. Yep. And let's practice 3 more half sun salutations. Here we go. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, draw up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Draw up all the way. And bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Draw up, halfway lengthen. Fold forward again, drop the head, and draw those arms all the way up, reach up, and bring the hands to your heart center. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Draw up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, drop that head, and draw the arms all the way up. Reach up, and bring the hands to your heart center. Lovely. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat on our bum. Yeah. So, before we go all the way down, let's sit with our knees bent. And let's just draw our sternum. My hands are outside of my shins. Draw the sternum up as if you're taking them in between your knees, your chest in between your knees, and then round down. Like drop that back like a cat-cow, but we're seated. Inhale, come up. Draw it up. Exhale, come down. Again, inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And then let's sit up tall and let's do, we've worked really hard, I realize that. And sit up tall and let's, okay, move the monitor. And let's practice half boat pose, Navasana. Bring the calves so that they're parallel to the floor. All right, got a little sun coming in, which is lovely. And then draw the sternum up. And if you'd like, we're gonna hold this a few more counts. A little more challenge, bring the arms out. Navasana. Come down, round over your body. And then pressing our feet into the mat. Take your body down to the mat all the way, one vertebrae at a time. Try not to drop all the way down. Head comes down last. And then take the feet wide, drop the knees together, and practice some windshield wipers. After all that great work, right? Woo! Windshield wipers. Opening up the back, simple open twist. Beautiful. And then draw the thighs in and practice a happy baby. Once again, holding behind your calves, holding behind your thighs, or the final pose outside of your feet. Think about keeping the buttocks, the low back on the floor, lengthening the spine, happy baby. Rock a little side to side. That feels good. Woo. Hug the knees in. Drop the shoulders. Yeah. And then keep that right thigh in, extend the left leg. And then switch sides. Yeah. Switch sides again. And switch sides again. Drop both thighs in. Rock a little side to side. And let's take a gentle spinal twist. Drop your knees stacked on one side. See if you can open up your shoulders. Bless you. Close your eyes. Breathe in ease. Breathe out tension. Come back to center. Switch sides. Close your eyes. Come back to center. Hug your knees in. Rock a little side to side. And then just take both feet up. Flex your feet. Spread your toes. We're not getting the strap. Just Hold your legs up there. You can use your hands, or you could drop your shoulders and just hold those legs up there for a few more breaths. Stretch them up. And then maybe take them wide. Oof. Bring them back up again. Hug them in. Bring the feet down to the mat. And gently release one leg and then the other. Release the feet out. If you want to place a rolled blanket or blocks underneath your knees, that feels fabulous. And make sure the back of your neck is long. Use your hands on top of your shoulders to cue them away from your ears. And then take your hands front of your shoulders to cue your shoulders down, opening up your heart center. Then extend your arms out, palms are facing up. Gently close your eyes, exhale everything down. Begin to inhale through your nose to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, sip in more breath. 5. Sip in a little more. 6. Gently exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way out. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Sip in more breath to 5. And a little more to 6. Release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Sip in more breath. And exhale slowly. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shavasana. Quietly, gently, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps stretch your arms over your head. Go ahead and bend your knees, roll to one side. Maybe linger there, enjoying the benefits of your yoga practice. And when you're ready, use your hands to bring yourself up to a seated posture. Sitting up tall, eyes closed or gazing down gently. Bring your hands together in front of your heart center, thumbs touching your chest. Please bow your head to honor yourself for the practice of your yoga. Being kind and compassionate towards yourself so that you may be kind and compassionate towards others. May your heart be full and joyous. May your mind be clear and open. And may your spirit be fierce and brave. Namaste.